Well, welcome everybody. I am so excited that everybody is here today because we've got the East All-Stars versus the West All-Stars. That's right. You're going to see some of the best skaters all across the state of Michigan take the track for your entertainment.
Solely for your entertainment today. Well, and those people that are watching online. I am Daddy Pants, and this is
I'm the King. We are going to get this taken in about 5 seconds. Wow. And already we've got skaters out there on the Treadstone Mortgage Jam line.
just a matter of seconds now, folks. As soon as the officials get everything ready and set, we will go.
Unless something changes, you're going to see emotional jammage out there, star on their helmet for Team West. And that does look like Nesquik.
That is Nesquik. You are correct, King.
We will have a halftime event, so please make sure that you are out here and ready to participate in that halftime event. Snickers Miss Nasty right here is going to coordinate all of that, so please make sure that you're following the lead when you are ready. And I also want to give a huge shout out to our track sponsors, American Culinary Federation of Grand Rapids Chefs. They have been providing all of the meals for the refs and NSOs and announcers this whole weekend, and I like being fed. So let's give them a big shout out, Americans Culinary Federation of Grand Rapids Chefs.
And it's nice that they included in the announcers and all of that too.
I know.
Sometimes those guys get excluded from things.
You know, I'm a fat guy. I like to eat.
Yeah. I'm with you on that. Back to that halftime show is going to be musical chairs for 18 and over.
Hardcore musical chairs.
Yeah, and they fight over these chairs, folks. So I can't wait for the halftime show. It's going to be exciting.
May have to sign a disclaimer. If you get injured trying to fight for that chair, it's your own problem. But you can win fabulous prizes and the prestige of winning musical chairs. All coming up to you at halftime.
But first we have to get the game started. And we're just working on that right now. I think things are getting worked out. Scoreboard stuff, official stuff.
Yeah, I think there was a couple change of players, and they're just making sure they've got all the names and numbers correct so they can assess any penalties or points to whatever they might do.
Got to make it all official.
You know, I would also like to say we've got a fantastic raffle towards the back, towards the entryway of the building. If you would like to win fantastic raffle prizes, just last night I won a basket for one of our great vendors over to the side. Let's Stay at Home is the vendor, and they make non-alcoholic cocktails that are fantastic. Needless to say, my wife has already taken some of those mixes from me and is enjoying them on without me.
She's staying at home.
She's staying at home, enjoying the cocktails. But if you want to get into RollerCon this year, there is a RollerCon package over there that you want to put your money into. And by doing so, you will help Mattitude Adjustment, who is currently on the track in a blocker roll. You can help her get to RollerCon. Yeah, that's right. And you see that big old head over there, up against the wall? That's our lovely Mattitude Adjustment, and you are going to help her go to Team USA. Huge. So share the love, buy yourself a raffle basket ticket, or you can go ahead and help donate to her so she can represent Grand Raggidy and Grand Rapids, or in the state of Michigan, for that matter, at Team USA.
And there's that swirly whistle we all like. Start the first jam of this first half of the East-West All-Stars.
I like that, the swirly whistle. And this first jam is on. Emotional jammage stuck in that strong black wall. made it to just about the 9-foot mark. Very slow pack.
As you would expect with all this experience on the track. Nesquik.
Jawbreaker Jose took him all the way to corner 2, but finally had to let him go as they were out of play.
Raggidy in the penalty box. Still haven't passed turn 2. Trying to make their way around. Nesquik in there on their first pass. Scoring points as we speak. Right around on the inside, going right around the inside of Racer McChaser. Making their way out of the pack, picking up 4 points.
Emotional damage right now, struggling to find their way through. One blocker left to beat, and yeah, they got pushed out of bounds in turn 4.
Well, that was Racer McChaser, so it's kind of hard to get around Racer.
Not very easy. One blocker left to beat. Once again, Jawbreaker Jose. Last one up there, and a beautiful knockout. You know, I think it has something to do with the hips and the way that she moves into that. It just has so much impact on, you're stuck getting pushed out of bounds.
Yeah, it is the third day of a tournament, though, and everybody's just a little bit tired, so that might have had something to do with it, too. Nesquik did their best to stay in bounds, unable to do it, and called the jam off. Smartly, I think.
Well, we've got a score of 8-4. East put up, of course, 4 more points than the opposing team, but that was the first jam, and if that is telling us anything, it should be a very exciting game.
And there's the whistle. Slamwise Gamgee out there for East. And it looks like
Jill up front, they're out, and your lead jammer. Once again, second time East All-Stars have taken lead so far in this game.
Just walking their way through that pack.
Well, there was offense being played for Slamwise Gamgee, and what ended up happening was it opened up the inside line for Jill.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
That's all I can say.
No stopping. No stopping. So far has not been stopped.
Almost touched.
Sorry. Oh. And again, through the pack, Jill, 4 more points going up on the board. This is going to be a large scoring jam for Jill, it looks like.
Sacagawea is now with the cap on their way around. There was a cap pass in the middle of that. Jill quickly getting out, flips her way around on the outside line, calls off this jam, but not before putting up a huge 16-point jam. Very, very high-level derby we're seeing right here. This is great, and the crowd is going wild.
Getting excited. Felony assault out there for East, going up against.
And this time, Batch gets out.
Batch.
Nice move, excellent turn. Felony assault on their way around.
Smartly calling that off. Batch able to pick up all 4 of those points, noticing that she passed all of them.
That's what they got to do. They had that 2 really strong jams to push that lead up. The East All-Stars did. West and I are now trying to crawl their way back in, and they definitely have the personnel to do it.
So, Racer McChaser out there for East, going up against
Mishka out there on the line.
And we were talking about Racer yesterday. The officials were about how she times it perfectly to skate up to the jam line for the whistle at the 5 seconds and gets there just in time and picks up lead in this case.
Has that digital clock in her head. Mishka got taken out on turn 1, got bumped again in turn 2, got the cap in hand looking for help.
Racer on the outside, able to stay on the inside of the track, picking up 4 points for East. Mishka still in the pack, has the star.
There was a direction of play penalty that's going to put 1 player down for West out there, or East out there, I should say.
getting pushed back to the back of the pack again. Mishka still struggling with that defense from East. Down and now getting up again.
Yeah, both these jammers right now really stuck in the pack. Both walls doing a great job defensively. We've gone a full rotation. Mishka not gotten out. This jam is called dead. But now before 4 points being put up again for East All-Stars, giving them a total of 8. I'd like to give a shout out to Let's Stay Home, like I already had. Got some fantastic non-alcoholic cocktails. There's a special one, pumpkin spice, over there right now, if you are into one of their great mixers.
Yeah, we're going to have our captain out there. Cookie Rumble for East going up against, looks like Hot Pocket. Sorry, Mexican Takeout.
Looks like, ooh, Cookie Rumble getting dropped by Vanessa.
And Mexican Takeout takes the lead for
Cookie Rumble using that toe stop to run up to the inside line to get out on their initial pass.
4 points going up on the board. We were discussing this yesterday, how fast Mexican Takeout is. Absolutely a rocket on the track. Once they're out, unable to stop them. And even in the pack, they make things happen in the pack that are just amazing.
Saw them a couple weeks ago playing down in Kalamazoo. Absolutely, I struggled every time how fast they were and how we had to accommodate just for their speed.
Yes, I remember that.
Again, we're going to see Slamwise out there going against Dom Sawyer as our jammers. Slamwise getting taken out on the inside line, having to go back and start again. Bambi Thumper doing a nice job defensively. Every time that jammer tries to get around on the outside, Bambi Thumper was there to stop him. And as I say that, Dom Sawyer is out as your lead jammer.
Approaching the back, picking up points, and on the inside, almost untouched, able to get out and get 4 more points for East. As Slamwise getting out of the pack now, working their way around the track. The pack is still moving, not wanting to hold still, not want to give up any of those points.
This is great positioning. She managed to eke by around the outside, picking up 2 of those points in the process of doing it.
It looks like the Bell's Brewery 200 timeout,
Wow, that was quick. Batch out as your lead for Westside. Looks like there is a penalty being called, so the DHE penalty box will get filled with a Westside skater. Batch quickly navigating through that pack at the top of the apex, picking up 4 points on that pass. Jason, if we're finally making it through, looks to the bench. Batch is going to continue going after picking up 4 points, and they do call it off. I kind of like it. They burned a little bit of time, got their points on the board. 18 points now separating these 2 teams, and as you know in the game of Derby, that is next to nothing.
It is next to nothing. Anything can, jammer penalty happens, you can get those points right back.
Looks like Mishka again is going to be out there on the line for Westside.
And it's just a bit psycho out there for East.
Just a wee bit.
Just a little bit.
Mishka looking, runs through the middle, got 1 skater left to beat. Oh, a nice little bump, and Mishka is out as your lead jammer.
Just a bit psycho, headed to the penalty box. This is going to be a power jam for West and Mishka. Way to make those points up, just like we were just talking about.
Yeah.
One jammer penalty, and you can start making up those points as Mishka is demonstrating perfectly right now, untouched through the pack on the outside.
That was really nice offense being played. Vanessa ran up the outside, stripping out blockers, opening a hole wide for Mishka to get through.
On the inside, what a great offensive game being played right now by West, opening that up. And it's not easy with Racer out there.
Again, a nice tightly packed wall at the top of this apex down here. Mishka getting dropped on the outside in turn 4. Mishka being instructed to call this jam off, but not before picking up 12 points. We've now got a 6-point game.
It's anybody's game at this point.
AK suddenly thinks
It's
he's
AK's
going to
game, apparently.
be playing dirty and winning the game somehow. I don't know. Make it up as we go along, I guess. You know, I want to thank Cool Toyota. If you like Toyotas and you like being cool, go to Cool Toyota and buy your next auto.
And it looks like, who's on the jam line now?
We've got Mattitude Adjustments going up against Ping Diggity. Wow. We have Mattitude Adjustment trying to get through the top of the apex. 2 blockers left to beat. Wow, she's a handful. That's right, Mattitude Adjustment gets out, and that was no simple feat for any jammer.
Now that was some solid defense by East. Now Mattitude is in the pack, scoring points.
Mexican Takeout is in the back over here. Ping Diggity is not having a good time dealing with the onslaught of hits they're getting.
So not just offense for Mexican Takeout. That's some solid defense too.
Absolutely solid defense.
And we got Jawbreaker Jose out of the penalty box to help support West. As it looks like Cookie Rubble is taking the star now for East.
That was a very smart pass, very quick pass to get them out of that wall.
We got 3 points going up on the board for the All-Stars, making it a 3-point game.
Wow.
Slamwise Gamgee heading out there for West, going up against Jill.
Both of these jammers, very, very quick. Last time Jill was out there, they racked up a ton of points. We're going to have an official stoppage of play, and that is a
Bell's Brewery two-hearted timeout.
So
what a game it's been so far.
Oh,
King.
man.
It's pretty amazing, very close. And like we talked about earlier, jammer penalties can mean everything. And once that happens and you've got a jammer out there that can actually score points, it's going to hurt you.
Well, yeah, uncontested points because the other jammer's not out there. Right. And it gives your defense or your blockers an opportunity to play offense for you instead of having to focus solely on defense, so they can just pummel the other team to try and get you through easier and make those scoring passes quicker.
Nice coming from a coach's perspective. Appreciate that. I'm just an old referee.
Oh, you know what you're doing. Don't you kid me.
I did coach for a little while.
Just for a little bit. All right. Hey, we've got a great set of volunteers out there. They're always making sure the track's in line and the skaters are safe. So I'm going to give a shout out to all the volunteers all throughout the building who help take care of us all weekend long. Once again, we got Jill and Slamwise Gamgee as your jammers. Slamwise trying to take the inside line. Ooh, gets escorted out of bounds on the outside line.
Slamwise working away on the inside as Jill gets out of the pack, taking lead jam once again for East. Slamwise coming up on the outside, getting forced, and nice dip on the outside, able to get out. Slamwise Gamgee on their scoring pass now. Oh. Jill looking at the bench for some words of wisdom.
Baby Thumper getting a penalty. Will go have a seat in that DHE penalty box.
Jill approaching the pack now on their second scoring pass. Coming through, Slamwise Gamgee. Slump coming up against some pretty solid offense from East, but they're a little thin right now just because there's 2 blockers in the box for East.
Must be a popular place to go.
Well, it's the Bells two-hearted timeout, you know.
Jill gets through, picks up another 4 points, checks with the bench. They say keep right on going. We want all of our blockers out there.
I totally said, oh my God. I'm looking at Bells and I said it.
Jill gets through, beautiful spin right through the middle. Like water around a rock, so easy flowing.
Nesquik has to let her go or risk an out-of-play penalty.
Beautiful hit on the outside. That was number 28, Nesquik, just opening up that, so it makes it easy for Jill to get through. Jill calls it off, but not before they put up 20 points to 8. Wow.
Well, open that up just a little bit more now.
Yeah, that was a close game for a second, but Jill came in and said, let's change that problem.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the point total was on the last jam, but I think it was pretty similar.
Yeah.
Batch out there for West going up against
Ronnie V. And just like that, whoa! Nice big hit. Ronnie V is, Ronnie V is still stuck in that pack.
And Batch in their scoring pass is Sam Antics, the referee. Took a little spill, was able to get right back up to keep track of their jammer.
Strong defense being laid down. Oh my goodness. Bats finding a hole, shredding blockers off, staying on her toe stops, doing it all. It's like the Swiss Army knife of jamming.
Oh,
Found a nice big open hole on the inside line. Nobody could block it before Bats gets through, picking up another 4 points. So last jam we saw East just racking up 20. I have a feeling Batch is going to do the same thing right here.
And that's really testament to the defense that's out there able to help her make some offense happen.
And a little bit of defense was played by Misty Meitner.
No, it wasn't.
It was Mira that was actually playing that offense, trying to get them out.
Yes, it's Mira. Make sure it's Mira.
I know.
She made sure that we knew that when she came up here.
I might get cut after if I say it wrong. So, Batch sideways surfing. That didn't even look normal. It's almost like she just kind of like did a crab walk across.
We got a lead change.
Yeah, we do.
And we have a lead change. It's official. West All-Stars are ahead now.
The Nasty out there as the first line of defense. Got that pivot stuck back there. Folks are coming back to try and help out. But man, that was some strong defense by the West side. And like you said, sir, we've got what?
A lead change.
It is 67 to 58. West side has come out of nowhere and just racked up a huge score, coming off of 4 points by Batch.
Highest scoring jam of the game, and there's a timeout coming from East. Coach Chip out there making sure he's taking control of things. Going to settle things down a little bit, but we'll pay some bills.
I like you to talk about Sassafras in Granville. For over a decade, Sassafras Salon has been making the greater Grand Rapids metro area a smooth place to live, and they specialize in Brazilian waxes, brow waxes for men and women, and hair removal all over the whole body. So, go check them out, Sassafras in Granville.
Let's not forget about Fratelli's Italian restaurant within walking distance. Don't forget your flyer for free breadsticks with any purchase. That's Fratelli's Italian restaurant. Well, it looks like the timeout's almost over. There's that swirly whistle again. get things started.
I really like it when the jammers like to start way in the back, turn 4, back into the apex. It gives them a little bit of speed.
Yeah, Racer times it perfect. I don't know how she does it, but she's able to time it perfectly to the jam line at 5 seconds.
Well, she's already shut off 2 blockers, get knocked out of bounds at the inside line in turn 1.
And we got a blocker in the DHE plumbing and mechanical penalty box for East. Opening things up just a little bit more for Mishka and West.
Jawbreaker Jose up there locking things down at the front of the line as we come out of in turn 2.
Nice at the last second. At the last second, it was Basher that was able to force Racer out, giving Mishka an opportunity to get out and gets lead jam for West.
Man, 50 seconds later, that's the testament to this defense on both sides. Now, finally, Racer McChaser did get out of the pack, but that was only after we got to turn 3 and everybody was all spread out over the track. Mishka comes in, scores 2 quick points, and calls it off.
Wow, nice job.
Absolutely nice job. I'd like to give a shout out to the Drip Bar in Grand Rapids. I've never heard of this place. I actually won a gift certificate last night from them. I'm super excited about it. It's IV vitamin therapy, and they take care of all kinds of things like, stomach conditions, or maybe you have a hangover, or maybe you get done playing derby, you need to get a little boost. They have IV drip vitamin therapy, Drip Bar.
Well, I wonder how that licensing works. And Cookie Rumble's out there. East picks up lead jam.
Wow, big pile up in turn 1. It looks like a cap is on the ground.
On the inside, able to get around the last blocker, picking up 4 points for East. Coming up on another lead change, but
Emotional Jammers got the cap right now. Yep, they are making their way around after getting out of their initial pass. Mexican takeout. Holy smokes, I thought it was going to be a big, huge hit, and they stopped right at the right time.
emotional damage out and on their scoring pass.
Cookie Rumble gets through, picks up for the 4 points, calls off this jam. And that was after putting 12 points up on the board. We have rolled into halftime. Hey, but before you go anywhere, don't forget, we've got musical chairs about to happen down on the...
Just about 20 seconds to go till the second half of this East-West spectacular event here on the third day of Mitten Kittens. And I don't know what number game this is. I have no idea.
It's a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot.
There's a lot of games this weekend. And that's why I like to always thank all of the people who show up to make these games happen. We got all the officials, non-skating officials,
the medics. Can't forget about the medics. They've been busy this weekend, let me tell you.
That's right. And this jam is on. We got Slam Eyes Ganji.
Gonna get felony assault for East.
Both jammers are out of the pack. Felony assault is your lead jammer.
So, both of them racing up to the pack. Felony assault.
So this one does come to an end. Looks like 2 points were picked up by All-Stars East. Do you see the score, sir?
Oh, we got a 1-point game.
Wow.
This is exciting, folks. Very exciting game, just as we knew it would be going into it. But, wow, meeting expectations and exceeding them so far, King.
Ronnie V looks like they're out on the track, and I do believe that is Mira?
That's Mira.
It sure is. Don't get that name wrong.
And Ronnie V out there for East. Both of them in the pack. I spoke too soon as Miro makes their way out of the pack. Picking up lead jam for West.
Ronnie V getting taken out and drug way back beyond the pivot line.
4 more points going up on the board for West and Mira.
And we have a star pass that is going to go to Dom Sawyer. Smart move. Yeah.
Mira doing a great job of recognizing that star pass, and the jammer getting out of the box, out of the pack. Called the jam off, picking up 8 points, extending West's lead by 9.
I have a feeling we're going to be dragging all the way to the end of this game to see who actually wins it. There's not going to be a clear defining victor until we reach 0. Nice tight wall. And that, I believe, is Smakajuya out there as your jammer for All-Stars West. And lead jammer did go to Price, but Price was taken out and drugged back. Oh, Jawbreaker Jose had a piece of him, but Price able to sneak by.
Wait, Sam's got lead. So lead jam is going to Price, as indicated by the jam ref, Sam Antics.
we did have a scar pass. Mishka now with the star for West.
Let's see what they got. Oh, he's conferring.
What they did over here.
2 points going up on the board for East. 3 points going up on the board for East.
They like to fool you like that.
Yeah, because he holds it up like that.
Yeah.
I do this. Got to look for the thumb.
Yep, the hidden fingers.
DHE Plumbing and Mechanical penalty box is empty, which makes it an all skate as Cookie Rumble out of the pack, taking lead jam for East.
Batch was dropped quickly into the inside line and stuck there. Very strong wall being played right now.
Cookie Rumble now struggling inside the pack, but scoring points at the same time as Batch kind of helps push Cookie Rumble through, which was just unusual.
Emotional Jammage with the cap now, shaking their head and putting that thing on.
Cookie Rumble looking, oh man, stays in bounds, able to call the jam off. Cookie Rumble with fancy footwork.
And calling it off like a rock star.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, wow. All that and antics too.
Yeah, and sprinkles. You know, it's always better with sprinkles, don't it?
Always better with
ice
sprinkles.
cream.
So as I mentioned, we've got a fantastic prize you can win. It's going to take in a roller con, so if you want to get in on that, you better get it now. It's going to benefit Magnitude Adjustment, who just became your lead jammer.
Nesquik not far behind, able to get out of the pack pretty quickly themselves. As Magnitude coming up onto the pack. Round turn 2, Nesquik very fast behind them. Oh man, it looks like Nesquik got all 4 of those points. That was sneaky. That was sneaky.
Wow, that was like a photo finish, and unfortunately, Magnitude Adjustment got caught up on someone's foot and went down in corner number 3. That was snazzy.
They both got 4 points though.
Oh, they did. I didn't think they'd. Oh, wow.
So we've got a 2-point game.
And East has now taken the lead.
And East has taken the lead. It's another lead change. So some people say you can drink at lead changes. I don't know.
Not while you're on the mic with me.
Not in the mic, no. Looks like next in takeout is going to be the jammer of record for West, while
Jay Sandin. That's your lead jammer right now. Jay Sandin comes around the outside at the top of the apex, picks up those points.
Extending that lead for East now, as West held on to it for quite some time into the end of the first half, into the second half now. That's changed, extending it with solid defense from East, keeping Mexican Takeout way back in the back of the pack.
Yeah, Vanassi did a great job taking them out of bounds, and now Vanassi's got a nice hold on that jammer.
Jawbreaker Jose coming out of the penalty box to help. But right now, West doesn't need any help, as they're doing a fantastic job with Mexican Takeout, holding them back. Jay Sandin able to pick up points seemingly unopposed. And we've seen this a couple of times coming up against Jawbreaker Jose. Jose able to push them out. 3 more points going up for Jay Sandin for a total of 11 points. It's 98-85 now. Again, we're going to have an all skate with the DHE Plumbing and Mechanical penalty box empty.
I'd like to give a nice little shout out to Pixel Perfect Video Games in Middleville, bringing the best games to West Michigan. That's Pixel Perfect Video Games.
Racer McChaser out there for East as
Emotional Jammage just took the lead, but it is going to be a race in the back of the pack, and this pack is moving on.
moving. They are starting to move now. Mira stops just for a second. Oh, big apex jump by Racer McChaser, untouched on the inside, able to make it, landed it, picked up 4 points.
Well, this is exciting.
Emotional Jammage.
So yeah, Emotional Jammers went ahead and called it off. Racer McChaser turned on the afterburners. It was right at the back of that pack, and there's no reason to lose points at a tight game like this.
Right. 4 points for Racer McChaser on that one. 2 points going for Emotional Damage.
We've reached the century mark. East now with 102. West with 87.
Mishka out there going up against Felony Assault. Solid wall right initially by West. Doing a great job, breaking up just a little bit. Felony Assault having to come back. Blockers able to reform, pushing Felony Assault on the inside, but getting some room on the inside. Felony Assault able to take lead jam for East.
Mishka trying to struggle through at the top of the apex, found a little bit of an opening. Wow, I don't know how she stayed in bounds.
There's 2 of them.
Yeah, let's call that. Somebody call it.
All right, so we got a nice slow pack there. Mishka, who looked like they were going to come out the other side and be free, got sucked right back into that pack. 2 blockers right now for West Side going to the penalty box.
Yeah, which makes it a whole lot easier to get through that pack for Felony Assault. Mishka, solid 3-wall up front. As Felony Assault makes their way back around the pack, around the track again. Approaching the pack with 2 blockers to beat on the outside, is able to do so unopposed on the inside. 4 more points going up for East.
Mishka finally looked to get through as this jam comes to an end. But not before 12 more points being put up by East All-Stars. I want to thank Acme Pure Blue. They provide residential and commercial pool, spa, and outdoor living products and services with a focus on simplifying your family's fun and relaxation. That's Acme Pure Blue.
Out there in the jam line, we got Slamwise, Gamgee, and Jill. After scoring those 12 points in the previous jam, I don't think I'd want to have Jill out there if I was West right now. There we go. Jill getting pushed back. Lead jam is going to go to Slamwise Gamgee.
Oh!
As Jill takes the opportunity to push him out, Slamwise just going to call that jam off. No sense giving up any more points.
No.
Why not? When you got the lead, if they get out in front of you, just call it, right?
I've always loved that. I really do. When that jammer comes out, gets lead, and you're in hot pursuit as the other jammer, and they give him that smack, that's one of my favorite things, the aggressive jammer behavior. Because you don't always see it. A lot of times jammers have finesse.
Yep.
But that hard hit, ooh, it does something for me.
So we got Batch out there for West going up against Booty LeBrute. I think this is the first time we've seen Booty LeBrute out here jamming for East.
We have. Booty LeBrute is your lead jammer, but Mexican takeout. Wow, and Yar. There was a penalty at the end of it, but man, there was a ton of defense being played.
Yeah.
I kept thinking Booty LeBrute was going to get out and just kept getting sucked right back in, and then they're going to the penalty box. Wow.
Yep. Go, that forearm came out. So this is going to be a power start for West. And let's see who they put on the jam line.
There's a timeout being called. East side is going to be calling it.
East using their second timeout.
And our timeouts are all brought to you by Bell's Brewing. They have the two-hearted timeout.
I'd like to thank Christy Glisson, financial advisor, and Edward Jones. She has a booth in the vendor showcase for you to ask more questions. That's Christy Glisson from Edward Jones.
Talked to her yesterday. It was a really fantastic conversation.
Yeah. You never know. Never know when something's going to happen and you need it, right?
I, of course, already use Edward Jones, but, being able to talk with her and discuss some things, it was cool.
Yeah. Goosehead Insurance, team of insurance agents that can help you get the best plan for you and your friends and family. They are able to quote multiple companies so you know you have what you are looking for.
Well, you know, it is a lot of words.
It is a lot of words.
Lots of words that tell you all about Goosehead Insurance. Truck and trailer magnitude adjustment opening up that hole, and just like that, emotional damage is your lead.
Yeah, exactly what you want to happen if you're West or, you know, anyone in a power start situation. But that pack is starting to move fast, which is going to make it a little bit more difficult for West to pick up points. Getting forced out on the inside by Nesquik. Able to come back in. Emotional damage on turn 4. Coming up on the jam line, start scoring points. And it looks like our penalty box is now empty.
That 30 seconds went really, really fast. Emotional Jam is making their way around. We had a stir pass, and Jawbreaker Jose is all over it.
That's Nesquik now, the jammer of record. Oh, as we got a power jam coming up for East, and Nesquik just picking up the star.
That's too bad. They were scoring points and making it look good. Nesquik now with the star is in a great scoring position, and they're at the peak spot of the track. Nesquik,
and we're just going to switch jammers here for a second. In the two-hearted timeout, the penalty box.
DHE penalty box. That's right. We had a little jammer do-si-do. One was in there serving, and now the other one gets to serve just how much time that emotional jammer got to serve. This is going to go the full 2 minutes because both of those jammers got to spend a little time in that penalty box.
Up on the toe stops. Just that fancy footwork once again on the inside, right on the jam line. On turn 4, able to pick up 4 points. Exactly what they need. Nesquik untouched on the outside, racing out of the penalty box as that jam comes to an end.
That was crazy.
I think Nesquik saw the time left in the jam and just absolutely made it.
Yeah, capitalized on what she could and got those points scored on the board for them. We got a score 118 to 95. West still looking to breach that century mark. East side already well over. We got just under 6 minutes to go.
It is still anybody's game at this point, Kate. Anybody's game.
I'd like to give a little love out to S1 helmets. If you use the S1 Lifer like I do, you will definitely know the pleasure of using it. I also had a concussion, and I feel very confident and safe in my S1 helmet.
Looks like an official timeout. I'd like to mention our folks at 888-187. Also, Let's Stay Home. Already mentioned them. Green Advisory and Money Concepts and Cool Toyota. All sponsors this weekend. As we do another official timeout for just a second, see what's going on.
Oh, they're putting someone else in the penalty box, so there's going to be only 2 blockers out there now for the west side. All 4 blockers are going to be out there for East, and both jammers are on the track.
And we've got Mira going up against Felony Assault.
Felony Assault looks very ready to go. Almost took off with that whistle.
Oh, and the toe stops, trying to get around on the inside. Almost did so. Has to come around on the other side, outside.
Felony Assault picking up a cut track that is going to put Mira in a power jam. West side is now your lead.
They can take advantage of this and pass the century mark. They just need to get that defense in there to make some offense for Mira. It looks like they're starting to do that.
Jawbreaker Jose was playing some of that offense, picked up a direction of play penalty.
Ping Diggity coming up against Mira, able to hold them solid. Jill playing some defense on the inside there.
Mira got pummeled going through there. I think she came out wiping her nose going, holy smokes. Hell yeah, I think she's got a bloody nose.
And they West has crossed the century mark. So no choice, have to call that off just because, blood all over the track, and you don't want to be skating around in circles with a bloody nose.
Could be fun, you know.
Might be.
Do something different.
Yeah. Create your own obstacle course.
One skater right now sitting in the penalty box, for the DHE penalty box, and that is going to be Jawbreaker Jose, who is currently standing. We've got Slamwise Gamgee going up against...
Can't see it up there to 60. It's just a bit psycho.
Just a wee bit. So the officials look like they're just kind of going around making sure there isn't any blood on the track or anything they need to clean up. So if you just give us a brief moment, we're going to get back underway.
Yeah, you don't want anything slick on the track while you're trying to skate around.
Or a biohazard,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, that too.
You know, well, right after this game, you should go check out all of our awesome vendors that we have all up along against the wall. You've got someone over there who's making these great caricatures. You've got Hippie Sister who's got some fantastic tie-dye. You can even go over to the Mitten Kitten booth and get your picture taken. So please make sure that you're sharing the love that this event has caused and check out some of our awesome vendors.
Also, I have the Bruised Boutique Skate Shop. Get all your derby gear once again at the Bruised Boutique Skate Shop. Did everybody get hit? Say anything about.
I know a lot of folks have been going over to the Magic Hat Tattoo and get their tattoos done. My wife got one. I've known multiple skaters out here that have gotten them. He does fantastic job. Really impressed with the craftsmanship of these tattoos. Was talking with him this morning, and he was really impressed and happy with the turnout and the all the work he's gotten just from this event.
So they'll be back then.
They'll be back, and I would strongly suggest looking them up. They are a great place to get a tattoo at.
Can you say that? What's their name again? What's the name?
That is, once again, Magic Hat Tattoo.
Magic Hat Tattoo. What? Ah, okay. Live tattoos. Ooh. So they're permanent tattoos, right? They're real, like, not just painted on ones. Oh shit. We're doing that here, huh? I mean, that's a lot of pressure. I mean, to put on an artist, you know what I mean? Gotta get them done quick, but still make them look good. Slamwise Gamgee on the jam line for West. Going up against Just a Bit Psycho. Getting pushed out on the inside by Dom Sawyer as Just a Bit Psycho is able to pick up lead jam for East.
Very, very strong wall work. Samwise Gamgee just bouncing up along the wall. Didn't see it, got knocked out of bounds. Cap in hand.
Just a Bit Psycho pretty much untouched on their first pass, able to get out and get 4 points up on the board as Slamwise trying to just muscle through that pack right now.
Jawbreaker Jose doing a nice job defensively, just knocking blockers down left and right. Probably got, I believe, a directional play.
Yep. Just a Bit Psycho able to go around in a scoring pass again. That's 12 points so far on the board for Just a Bit Psycho and Team East. Slamwise Gamgee still got that star, calling the jam off.
12 points being put up, make that 16 for Just a Bit Psycho in that jam.
Extending a lead by 16 more points is East. Kind of putting this game with the time left, putting this game out of reach just a little bit for West. Blue-eyed Bruiser out there.
I think that's 133.
Sure is.
31. Blue-eyed Bruiser out there for East, going up against, that is Batch once again.
Blue-eyed Bruiser is out as your lead jammer. Blue-eyed Bruiser has also been sharing some of her announcing skills up here.
Yes, Blue-eyed Bruiser is a great announcer. I remember her, one of her first times ever announcing in Kalamazoo. That was a good time. She's a natural.
Natural. Batch got out, drug back. Ooh, stays in bounds after a huge hit.
Blue-eyed Bruiser really making their way around the track, coming up against the pack and not really getting a lot of opposition from West. But I guess that's because they did have one blocker in the box.
There was some great defense being laid down by Racer McChasen, which almost goes without saying. I mean, those kind of things you unanimously merge together, but really that was the struggle of getting your jammer out. Racer McChaser was constantly on top of that jammer, not allowing them to get through.
All right, coming up on the jam line, looks like we've got a little bit of magnitude adjustment. Going up against,
I believe it is Jill.
Yep, going up against Jill for East. Magnitude adjustment just muscling their way through, able to pick up lead jam for West.
She is so twisty and turny. I mean, really. It always amazes me, and I see her all the time.
Felony assault picking up the stars, the jammer of record now for East All-Stars.
Oh, magnitude adjustment going. And they called this jam off, but I believe they're concerned someone might have hit their head.
Yeah, that's just speculation on my part, or on our part.
Not on our part, yes, I am.
So it's always good to stay safe. Always good to stay safe. So if you question any safety from an official standpoint, you really need to call the jam off just to make sure that everybody's staying safe and staying healthy, and that's the first priority.
Absolutely. We are always concerned about, I mean, we're playing a very physical sport on freaking roller skates. We're always concerned about the safety of everybody out there, our refs, our skaters. The reasons we have all the gear and everything that we do out there, the rules that we have is for everyone's safety.
Absolutely. Couldn't have said it better myself, King.
Well, you started it. I just wanted to enjoy the conversation.
Yeah, that's fun. Conversation's fun. Especially on microphones when lots of people are listening to you. It's just fun.
Yeah. All right, so out there on the track, once again, who am I seeing? Emotional Jamage. That's who it is. Going up again.
Cookie Rumble.
Yes, indeed.
Cookie Rumble muscling their way through the pack. Got one skater to beat on the inside of turn one. Oh, what a fantastic job, whoever that is, against Cookie Rumble.
That's Al Jar. Yard.
Nice job by Cookie Rumble, able to get around on the outside and pick up lead jam for East. Emotional Jamage coming up against, Dom Sawyer, absolutely pushing Emotional Jamage out, and it looks like we have, this is the end of the game.
It is.
I'm not going to say the unofficial score yet, but we do have MVPs and
What are those, Jam? MVP, Jammer, and
Blocker.
Yes.
Yeah, we got MVPs, Jammer, and Blockers, so we will discuss. So stick around, players, and we will get you your trophies.
Okay.
Go ahead and take those with you.
Such a great turnout, such a great game. And we really appreciate y'all being here, sharing the love. We're going to be doing our MVPs. All right. So, for our MVP jammer, we're going to go number 40, Batch. Batch, MVP jammer. And for our MVP blocker, that is going to be number 8, Racer McChaser. Well, once again, I hope you all enjoyed this fantastic game we just put on. But you know what? There's more to come. Don't go anywhere. We've got some of our championship games coming.